Man, it's going to be a humid day. Good morning. Let's see. Hold on one second. Good morning. Hold on. I'm trying to find the pattern before I talk about it because I know people are going to ask, so I just want to be able to link it. Hi, good morning. Give me one second. I'm just linking a few things for you so that way when I talk about them and people ask me for the link, I can help you. Okay, I'm sorry. This will be the last link. Okay. All right, so I put a couple of links in the chat. One link is for the live that I did for the bags that I sewed up yesterday so that you can go back and see it. I'm going to do a formal video for it, but I wanted to do a link for it. And the other one is a link to the pattern. It's not affiliate, it's Etsy. And then there's a link to Arc Expressions. Arc Expressions does the templates for can do patterns. And I got the reporter. I know I normally don't do this. I normally have to sell 4 bags before I get a template, or I have to have over like 10 requests for the bags to get a template. But as soon as I seen this bag, I knew it was going to be a good seller for me because I was able to mix and match fabrics, and that's what like I'm really good at, color theory. So I bought the template from Arc Expressions. Her templates are superb. And she's fast. So there's not a long waiting time, and she answers questions. And if you want something like particular, like I want to have a fussy cutting thing, you can ask her if she's able to make something special. She also has the template that I use for the rivet holes, the Mighty Ruler. So I wanted to put that, but I'm going to show you the first bag. So the first bag I did, actually, I was on the phone with talking to Christine, and this bag is wax canvas, leather, and cotton. This leather is an oil pull leather. You guys see me using, I love green when it comes down to leather. So anytime I see a green leather, I'm all over it like white on rice. So this is called the reporter messenger bag, but you also can make it into a sling. So I think it's a good pattern because it's 2 things. You can either have the messenger or the sling version. So I did messengers because most of the time people want messenger bags for me, and this is like the perfect one. And I'm trying to give you something that you can size it at. These are size 8-inch scissors, so that way you can get a scale. I'm trying to give you something else to scale because scissors, hold on, a RSVP pen, so you can get kind of like the scale size. My hands are an optical illusion. Anyone that has met me in person knows I have freakishly small hands for how tall I am. So we have a pocket. We have a cool zipper pocket. On the back, I did a magnetic snap versus they have a 24 line, or you could do a fashion snap, or you could do none. I showed you yesterday in the live how you can bar tack like 1 inch in and do it. So you have a nice deep slip pocket where you can put a cell phone. Then you have a great handle. And this is riveted in, so it's not sewn in. I love these zipper pulls from Laywack. They're like my favorite zipper pulls right now. Then we have a large slip pocket, and on the other side we have a pen pocket, and then we have a cell phone. So I'm sorry, a pen pocket on this side and a cell phone holder. It's really hard to see. There's a cell phone holder on this side, pen pocket or lip gloss pocket. And this is really pretty. I really like this bag. I want to make more today, but I I need to take pictures of these and list them first. But it's super cute, very functional, and I want to make like a really masculine one. I have this idea for a modification already, and I want to make it so that way I can show it to my Patreon to see maybe this might be something they want to do next month. I have this idea of, instead of having this, having like taking the zipper here and with this line making a flap that has a magnetic snip that goes here, so you can't see this pocket, this cool pocket, but it'll have a flap, and inside the flap on the inside will have a zipper pocket, and then you open it up and you'll have all these pockets. I have this really cool modification in my head, and it's like drilling in my head right now, and I might have to make it why I have this, I don't know, what do you call it, like gumption drive. I already linked it. So if you go up, if you scroll up, Lynette, you see the links. There's a link to the Etsy for the listing for this pattern. There's a link to my live video, and there's a link to Etsy again for if you want to, if you're a person that buys templates. Arc Expression does it. So if you scroll up, you'll see the links. Because they should work just fine. When I hit them, it goes to my live, and you might have to like sign in and sign back out because I just hit them in on my tablet and they worked. Yeah. Yeah, when I hit them, yeah, they're working just fine. I just hit the tablet. So it might be something you might have to refresh. So that was one. And then I made this one live. So, okay, great. I'm glad that they're working. This one, I did a really pretty Hello Kitty magnet. I have my Heart Wooden Hide. I needed to do like a listing, like a Ko-fi for my tags, because I have no more Heart Wooden Hide. I have one more brown one that I can't find, and I am totally freaking out because Heartwood and Hide, they make like really pretty colorways that like represent me. Like they have like the blue variants, and like if you can see how like the gradient goes, I have no more. I need to get some. Yes. Yes. So with this one, I have the Hello Kitty. You got your slip pocket. You have Melody as a zipper pull. You got the cherry blossoms. And I did something different on this one because I did this one first. This is jelly fabric, so you can kind of see the beautiful zipper tape still in here. That's exactly what I wanted, because I wanted to have people see how gorgeous it is, and it went really, really nice. So we have the back, we have the slip pocket. This one has no magnet, so we stitched it 1 inch in and bar tacked it and went back, so the pocket won't sag or droop. I used some rainbow webbing, and then I used Lauren's beautiful rose pulls. Now, this vinyl right here is Accessory Rose from Mormino. This pink is Cherry Blossom Pink from Mormino. This is purple suede on here for the handle. And when you open it up, you have your slip pocket and your pencil and your card. I mean, your phone pocket. So I think this is like a perfect bag for summer because it's not too big, but it has so many pockets, and I think it's cute. Like I said, I'm going to do oh yeah, of course. I had to use, you know me. Anytime I could put a new Moxie something on it, I'm going to do it because it's new Moxie. I'm sorry. Whenever I say it, I feel like I'm at like some kind of illegal prohibition bar, and the cops are coming, and like I'm telling a girl that they got a lot of Moxie or something. I don't know. So she has these really pretty hardwares. I only had one of these swivel clasps left, and like I have like one a one-off drawer where like it's one of something that doesn't match another. And I love when I can utilize it and it's like this big, it's this fuchsia pink and it just pops off with it. So I love that I have that, so it gives it a little pop of color. I did purple rivets just to make it really Hello Kitty fun and playful. The purple rivets, I have no idea. They were just I have like a rivet drawer, and sometimes I get rivets from anywhere. They could be from Indolove. I have zero idea where I got these, and they're really pretty. I want to say I got them from Sol Duce, but there's no tag on the bag. They're just purple rivets in a bag. So, and they have no female caps. They're only male. So I had to use rainbow. I want to say either Sol Duce or I think it's So Duce, maybe. I'm not too sure. But sometimes I get purple rivets on Amazon. I get pink ones too on Amazon. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with that yesterday. I'm going to cut out a I have one cut out, but I gotta see if I have all the pieces. I'm going to cut out a Louis and try to sew that up to you with you guys today, because I do two small things that are different that might be able to help you. I'm not too sure. You could buy the rivets on Amazon. So I usually do that because they come in like in a day or two and they're really pretty. Hold on. I need coffee today. Like seriously. Oh, my husband, he went to the pharmacy for me, right? Because I'm like, I need eye drops. My eyes are burning, right? He sends me a picture of CVS. All the allergy medicine is completely gone. I go to the grocery store this morning, all the allergies completely gone. So if you're in the Delmarva, especially in Maryland, they allergy doctors in Maryland have a joke that everyone has allergies here because we have so many different kinds of trees. We have so many kind of like we have a lot of different trees. Like there's a lot of different species of trees in Maryland. Like if you look at species of trees in every state, Maryland is one of the states that has the most different species of trees. Um, and the purple weed is out right now, and I want to rip my eyeballs out of my head. I'm saying this wholeheartedly. If I can do it without, it's like there's so much pain and pressure, and my sinuses are flared up. So I have to like order some allergy medicine on Amazon and pray to God that it comes today or tomorrow because everywhere around me, it it is like COVID toilet paper style, but for allergy medicines. No joke. Like it is wiped clean. Um, and I know it's just that time of the year, so it happens a lot. So I should have stocked up when I did it, but it was so funny because I had like the worst allergies when I was at So Whatever Studios. You could ask Lauren or anyone that's there or that's on the chat. You can ask Bai Young, you can ask Julie. I was like going to my eyeballs were itching. It took my whole entire willpower, my whole entire Shinovaism to not scratch out my eyes. My nose was running, and it was stuffy. I hate when you get a stuffy nose and it's running. That makes zero sense. Like in the world we live in, how does that make sense? Please explain how you're congested, you can't breathe out your nose, and all of a sudden you're dripping. You're like, what the Hades? so, um, so yeah, my eyeballs itch, and it's because they were having wind, and they had plants out that we didn't have out just yet. So my eyeballs, like it wasn't like my whole entire, it was like the under eyelid was itching. It was on fire. And I was like, this is this is brutal. But I was having this is how you know I was having fun. I was having so much fun that I didn't scratch my eyes. And I'm that person that I'm thank God I never had the chicken pox because I have no willpower not to scratch something if it's itching. Um I have none. Like I would lose. So but I was having so much fun that it made me not think as much about my allergies, and it was pretty cool because, like, that is a rare thing. That's a very, very rare thing. So usually I'm like, I'm just gonna rip them out. But yeah, I had so much fun. I still keep thinking about it. I think my batteries are at 100%. I feel fully charged. And I think the reason why I was feeling drained this weekend wasn't because of the weekend. I think it's just the allergy season kicking my butt. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I need a I might need to borrow some. Thank you. Thank you so much, Lynette. The bags are super cute. The video is fast. I did the bag in 90 minutes. 90 minutes. Now, Christine could tell you, I sewed the first one on the phone with her, and I didn't have the second one cut out. As soon as I got off the phone with her, I cut it out, and then I hopped on a live. So it's a fast cutout, and you could possibly get away with not interfacing anything depending on the materials you use, because they use foam. She uses she uses foam, and there's only two areas that you need to interface with the foam, and that is the zipper gussets and the bottom gusset. But I use bouncy foam because I didn't have fusible foam. I never have fusible foam. So I use bouncy, two layers of bouncy foam instead, and it worked out just fine. And I use foam. I sandwiched the foam in between the exterior and interior pieces, so that way we can sew it. Let's see. Oh my God, Dawn, that's so good. I'm so excited for you. Harwood and Hyde, they ship fast. I think they ship fast. And I just love the way that their thing smells. But I need to get a Harwood and Hyde collection, because Hope is getting a new phone. She doesn't know it's coming today. But yeah, there was like 100 art with our insurance. There's $100 copay. So every time I have that Hope, like Heartwood and High funds, something pops up every Friday. I swear to you, it's like some kind of cosmic retrograde joke that on Friday, when I have plans for something else, another thing pops off in this house. I'm just saying. But so she's getting her phone, so she's happy about that. The car's working good again. We didn't take it in. It's just, I don't know if I didn't run it long enough in the morning. I normally only have to run it long when it's cold, and it's been like 50 degrees or 40 degrees in the morning, so I didn't think I need to run it. And maybe I did, because I don't know. It's like what? It's 50 degrees, so normally I don't run it for like 5-10 minutes in the morning if it's warm. So so the car is doing good. Thank you, Annie. Yeah. Okay, I don't think I so fast. I don't think I so faster than lightning. I think what happens is I let's see. Let me put you on a timeout, sir. um I think that I don't know, I get into the I don't know, it's like a rhythm. It's kind of like dancing or cooking. Like if you make bread when you're kneading dough, I don't have a bread machine. I'm not fancy. So when I'm kneading dough, there's like a rhythm. There's a rhythm when you're dancing. There's a rhythm like when you're singing. There's a beat. There's something in your heart that's like making you do a beat. And I think that's what I have when it sews. Like I get into a trance like state where it's just sewing, and it it's soothing. It's a weird soothing thing. Like it's kind of like when you see a knitter or a crocheter and they're just like this, and they're able to get on that beat. They're able to know how many pearls and all that stuff like that that they did without even thinking about it, because it's a rhythm and it's dancing with your hands. And it's the same thing with the machine. That's why I always tell you to get one with your machine. If you go to a sewing studio and you're renting a machine or you're on a niche machine, before you start a project, give yourself like 10, 20, even 30 minutes, grab some scraps and start turning and kneading filling the machine, so that way you become one with the machine and the machine becomes one with you. I do believe machines are temperamental, but I believe machines are temperamental because of the user. So if when I'm frustrated, I notice my machine does not want to act right. When I'm like in a good mood, or if I'm in a state like I got to get this done, my machine works right. So it's a win-win situation or a lose-lose. So just feel that rhythm, get into the zone, and when you get into that zone, you're unstoppable. Oh yeah, I have problems all the time. I have yesterday I was ripping out the gusset on the thing. That I am I am only human. I am not superwoman. I have issues all the time. That's why I put my mistakes in videos. That's why you see mistakes in my videos. I am not going to edit that out. You need to see the mistakes to see how I correct them. I feel like that's really important. Yeah, you gotta feel yeah, bring your own machine too. Like, if you're able to bring your own machine, do it. Because you fill out your machine even more, and it's cool. Like, my it's just about, like, learning the rhythm, like, even when I got onto, Lauren's 1541S, Thor, it's not mine, just because I have one doesn't it's not mine, so I had to, like, fill it out, mess with the needle up, needle down position, I had to mess with the speed, I had a scrap. I threw my scrap away at the end of the day, I had a scrap, and I even tested the machine that's in between the 1541S and the 1181, the one that she bought from Sam, I tested that out too on scraps. Like, I test out every machine I sew at. That's just how I roll. Like, if I'm sewing at it, I'm going to do it. Now, if I'm helping you on the machine, I'll like rethread it or whatever. But if I'm sewing, if I'm sitting down and sewing, I'm testing that machine for a while because I got me and them, we got to start dancing. And it takes two to tango, and you got to know your partner. And our partners aren't machines. So we got to be copacetic. We got to make it work. I know. Well, I mean, the thing is that if the you don't have to do the stop and start on on press the button, you can go with the pedal, and that will be good. Scooby Doo, yeah. The one that I always use, mostly use, the 1541S is called Dracarys, and the 5550 is Zamira, and my 1341 is Tano. Oh, see? Oh, Lynette, see? Dawn, you got an update from Lynette. Lynette, that is so sweet for you to do that. Yeah, it's just work it out, and then even if you're having a rough day, grab a scrap, man. See if your tension is off. See if your bobbin tension's off. See if your top tension is pulling. Just do it. Just do it. It just makes life so much easier when you test things out and you don't have to worry about anything. Just test it out. Oh my god, I'm not a fan of the 1141 at all. Okay, I Sam, if you're watching, I'm so sorry. My thing is that you're telling me that the 1541S and the 1181 had a baby, right? And it made a machine. In my head, I'm like, "Oh shit." Sorry. I'm like, "Oh snack. This is going to be the machine." It didn't have the height. I was telling Lauren, it did not have the height of the 1541S. If anyone in here has the 1541S or has had the pleasure of sewing on one, you know that compound foot raises high. You could stick almost like an inch and a half of material underneath it. I would not recommend it just because you can do it doesn't mean you should. But it raises high. The 1181 raises just like the 1181. So I was like, strike one. The foot to me didn't feel like a compound, so I was trying to figure out what it was. It feels like it is the 1181's ugly cousin. Not a baby. Like its ugly cousin. I didn't like it's stitched really nice on the top, not the bottom. We tried to twinkle around with the bobbin. I wasn't feeling it. I did love the table. I wish somebody would make me a table like that. Her table was amazing. It's like it's her flowers or whatever. I would love someone to do like a Star Wars table for me. I would lose my ever loving mind. Like, I would I would lose it because I never have time, so it would have to be buying a table and then setting my machine up in it, and best believe I would have no issue putting the engine back together and all that because 'cause I've done it a million times. Oh my god, a Star Wars table, like, with the galaxy or just blue, and then having another one that was, like, Tiffany blue, I would lose my ever loving mind. Because I tattoo my machines out, so it would be nice to have a table. Her table, I was, like, literally lusting after it. It's smaller, and if I got those table sizes for all 3, I can do better filming maybe, because I can film on all 3 machines easier. Because I don't have a ginormous room. Um, so yeah, I did not like it. I love the table. Like Sam like needs to sell tables, like decorative tables, like do commissions. I think he can have a lucrative part of the sewing business with that, to be honest with you, because we all sew and we do look for tables and chairs. I like her chairs. Her chairs at the thing, holy, it has the best lumbar support I've had in a chair. At first I was like, I don't know how I feel about gaming chairs and It has like it helps you curve your spine, the natural curve of your spine on in your lower back. And I think I everybody was sitting up a little bit straighter, to be honest with you. The roses are absolutely gorgeous on her table. Let's see. USA. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to do it. Yeah. I know. I why did I get 1181 over? Why did I got a 1541S? Um, I had at that time a Juki QVP Mini, and I knew that I like leather. I wanted to play with leather, just like you seen I did a leather bag. So when I researched different leather workers, I was looking at leather workers on YouTube, and they all had like a free arm, or they had or like a console, or they had a compound walking foot, so that the leather feeds easier through, and there's like no skip stitches or like streaking or whatever. So I just thought, if I'm going to get a machine, and I only had one machine at that time, I paid the money for the 1541S. And I definitely got the S because I know that I mess up machines, and I love the fact that I can kind of reset the machine, fix it. It's a huge learning curve. You learn a lot when you have an industrial machine, because even though it has very similarities to your domestic machine, there's a lot of learning curves. So I got the S so that way I can reset in case the machine jams or whatever. Um, I know everyone that I know that has 1181 absolutely loves it. So if you know you're not going to be really sewing leathers, it's only occasional. I say go for the 1181 because it can deal with thick layers, and it can deal with leather as well. But I knew for a fact that I was going to want to sew like anywhere from 3 to 10 different leather bags, and it was something that I really wanted. And then when my Juki QVP Mini died, I bought the 5550 in. I from same with Sewing Gold. I bought it again, and he was like, "It's the same thing as your QVP Mini." And then me and him, like, we worked together, and we found a throat plate that was bigger for it, so I can do vinyls and everything. And I changed the feet. I could change the feet to light, medium, or heavy, and therefore I can sew my clothes, quilts, stockings, all that stuff on it. I can sew silks, whatever, because the 5550N is what they use in the industry to sew clothes and even bags sometimes. When you watch like factory workers. So I was able to change the feet, and I like that. Then the next thing I wanted was a free arm, even though I can get away with not with a drop-in lining with the 1541S. I just wanted a free arm so that way I was able to do it. And I also wanted a free arm as another foot in case another machine, in case one machine goes down, I have another one. Because the with the table on the 1341S, it is just like the 1541. It's exact same machine, except one has a free arm and one doesn't. So that's why I got it. And then I got a skiver because I like to sew with leather, and you got to skive it so that you don't have bulky seams. So those are the four industrial machines that I have. So, like, yeah, I don't know, I like them, and I have no regrets. Every time I got each industrial machine after 2 conventions, and then I just paid for cash for it, and that was it. I always put my money, when I put money back into my business, into something that is big for me, so that way I can function with the business without having any hiccups. So that's the big thing. Like, I desperately want to do a live today, but I have I my room's a hot mess. I'm going to reorganize my room and put all my I bought some really cool stuff at some Comic Cons to hang up on the wall, and then I'll do another room tour. But you can see them in. I have an original room tour from like a year or two ago, and you can see all of them, I think, except the Skyver. I think I bought the Skyver a year ago, or a year and a half ago. The Bell Skyver. So, and that one is a console. That's my only console. I love that Skyver. Um, um, but yeah, so it's really hard for me to film in different locations because I work in the basement's broken up into 3 parts. And even though my room is massive, I just haven't figured out the feng shui to show you guys everything. Now on Patreon, they have seen me sew a bag on the Free arm, I sew with the free arm a lot. It's just in a very awkward location where it's super hard to film. You would just see tons and tons of uh, interfacings behind me, and it would be super distracting. Uh, well, no, see, it all depends. Jukis are made in Japan. Juki, like the Juki 1341S, the Juki 5550N, and the Juki 1541S are made in Japan. Like if you get the Juki 8700, they're made in China. They're different parts. They are identical machines, but they have different parts and they're made completely differently. It's kind of like, you know how the Toyota Camry and one of the Lexuses are the same car, but they're the same body card, but they're made with different parts, which makes them different, but they look identical. You have the 1341 submission. You okay? Not you. Just slow it down. Make sure you have a needle positioner. That makes all the difference in the world. And buy a table and just take your time. I think a lot of times, and we all feel like we're in a race with someone, and there is no race. There's no race. There's only enjoyment. This is our passion. So sit down and enjoy it. Like take your time, even if it takes you 2 minutes to do 10 stitches. It doesn't matter. You're not up against anybody. It's your time. I think the 1341 is a great companion to have in your repertoire. It does take a while to get into the mojo of it. It is a huge learning curve. I still get nervous, but just take your time. That nervousness is not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Think about like the first time you met the person that you date, your first love or your first kiss. You had that butterfly feeling. It's nervous. It's the same kind of thing. Nervous does not necessarily mean a bad thing. It could be a good thing. It's making you keeping you on your toes. So Zeta, my recommendation would be like do a little bit each day on it. Practice with scraps. Say that you are going to draw an S with a silver pen and follow the S. Do the same thing they do in quilting. Quilting, they have these really cool like pattern things that you print on paper that you put on cotton, and then you sew the leaves, you sew the things, so you could tell I was a quilter because I don't know. I love free motion quilting. You sew the leaves and you're learning how to free motion quilt. You can grab those free motion quilting pattern templates that are on paper that you do and do the same thing with your jukis. And you can learn, that's how you can learn like hand movements. It learns coordination. And again, it teaches you how to become one with your machine. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Um, yeah, I love the 1541S. I want it just a compound walking foot. The walking foot does really great things too. Like everyone that I know that has 1181 absolutely loves it. Yep. Oh my gosh, Julie, seriously. I'm like, I am the pro. I could tell you how to take apart your engine and put it back together. I could like I am a pro. I feel like I am sufficient. I guess I honestly could tell you I'm a pro on the 1540 West and the 5550 yen. I am not a pro on the 1341. It is a learning curve, and I have had this 1541S since I want to say 2020. So I feel like I am a pro at this. Like when something goes wrong, I know it. I can tell you when my bobbin's about to go out. Like if you watch enough of my videos, when the bobbin's about to go out, I'm like, listen, you can hear the bobbin's about to go out. Like it's just getting to know your machine. It's kind of like an extension of you. And sometimes we're intimidated by doing something and we just have to try, and you never know what our results are going to be. But I do recommend you can print out stippling, like free motioning patterns, like tests that you could do at home, and you could print them on like stabilizer or something like that, and you can adhere it to your fabric, or you could just tape it to your fabric with printed out regular, and you can try some stippling movements and go really slow. And as you're going, you're going to learn your hand gestures. It's going to be get more comfortable. It's like anything we have to do. Remember elementary school, primary school, whatever you went to, we had to practice how to write. We had to practice how to say another language. We started with 1 plus 1, and then we went up. Then we went into times tables, and we went into divisions, and so fractions, so on and so forth. We did not just start with calculus. We had to start back with the rudimentary of 1 plus 1. So practice makes progression. And I say this in videos, I say this in lives all the time. So just keep practicing. It's not going to come overnight. You didn't know math overnight. It takes time. I'm one for you to say that I do make bags fully on the 1341S, and I do have mistakes. It's just the way it is. I do like the stitches better on that than any other of my machines. It's nicer, it's cleaner to me. Just practice makes progression. What? No. Call the sewing gold. Um, no, I have a needle positioner on mine. What? No. I have a needle positioner, and then I could choose at any time to make the needle go up or go down. Yeah, no one's he no, you know what, Dawn? Sometimes learning on your own is the best option. It's kinda like when I tell you I don't watch people's tutorials because my, I don't wanna give you somebody else's, tips or tricks. I wanna be authentically me. Learning curve is you learning it on your own. No one's gonna help you. There's no videos out there that's gonna be like, this is how you sew on the 1341S. There's none. Trust me. I looked, I was like, yeah, no, you're gonna have to. It's like when you learned how to sew for the first time, even if someone's walking you through on your domestic, you still have to learn on your own. There's still gonna be mistakes. You guys just seen me do a live like last month where I sewed my finger. It just be like that sometimes. Oh, yeah, I'm hoping you get it one. There is the Janome HD, which Ororosa sews on, and a lot of other people sew on that they love, and there's the QVP minis. I gotta tell you, I sewed on an HD, and I kinda like the HD a little bit more than the QVP mini. I had the QVP mini for a while, and I don't know, you gotta try out different machines to see what works for you, and luckily, if you're looking for a semi-industrial knitter, you can go to sewing stores that carry that, and you could test out both of them. Hey, bye, Young. What's up? Yeah. No, it's not over. You're gonna get it. I bet this time next year you're gonna be laughing at what you're saying right now. Just like I said, practice makes progression. Um, look up stipling sheets. You can usually get them for free, different PDFs, and then practice on it. Just a little time each day. Just carve out 5-10 minutes each day and then walk away before you can get frustrated or angry. And then eventually you're going to be longer and longer and longer, and know that you're going to make mistakes down the way, and it's how we correct our mistakes what makes us a better sewist. Kind of like a person. We all have bad moments. We all have a past. We all have something that's scarring. It's either you're going to dwell on the scarring and not have anything move forward in your life, or you're going to be like, dang, that sucked. I learned, and how can I fix it so I don't have this happen again? Or if it does happen again, I know how to correct it. We're all human. We all make mistakes. None of us are perfect. Um, I make mistakes all the time. That's You guys see it in my videos all the time. I'll show you, be like, or you'll see me saying, "Oh man, I cut into my stitches," and then I tell you to go 1/8 of an inch from the prior stitches. And yes, it's going to be a little bit smaller, but nobody will really notice except you. I make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. If someone says they don't, they're a liar. Just You can say it. Shinova says you're a liar. Oh, you're a liar. Everyone makes mistakes. Oh yeah, I heard that brother straight stitch at 1500. I know a couple people that have it. That's a baby beast too. That's a baby beast. So yeah, I'm going to see, look at all you guys have that machine. Brothers is a good thing too. Only thing I have issue with my brothers, and I think Arnetta, I will let you know because you are in the Delmarva area. The closest person that can fix brothers to me is in Virginia, and it's like 2 hours away. So brothers always wanted me to send in my machine. So if you do have to do that, keep your box somewhere, even if you collapse it or you put it away in storage, because if anything ever happens to it, either you're going to need to drive 2 hours away or you're going to need to put the box. Now, Juki is a little bit different. Um, they want you to send it back too, so you need to keep the box. But like the guy is, I think he's Aussie. He's from Australia and he works in Florida. He is hilarious. I was willing to work with him on the phone to try to fix it, and he said I was like the first person in a long time that did that. So we were like doing all this stuff, and it didn't work. I put it in the box, and it came back within 2 weeks. So, yeah, keep your box. If you have, I don't know for Janome, but if you have a Brothers or if you have a Juki, keep your box just in case you have to ship it back out because if something happens. Things happen all the time. Machines act crazy. I had to put a new motor in this one at the beginning of the year. Um, Machines be crazy. Machines be crazy. Yes, keep your like, oh my God. So like everybody in my household, I'm gonna tell you how Hopi's phone got saved. Everybody in my household makes fun of me. Anytime I get an appliance or electronic device, I keep the box for 1 year because most phones have a 1 year manufacturer thing. Hope's phone broke down yesterday. Remember how I told you it was a bad day? It actually is like this weird serendipity day. So Kendall calls, Kendall takes her phone with her to AT&T, and AT&T was like, dude, you still got your warranty on this Google phone. So he calls Google, and that was the last day that that phone was going to be approved, like under warranty. But because the phone didn't turn on, we couldn't get the numbers on the back, and lo and behold, guess what it was still saved? The original box. The original box had all the numbers, and that's how Hope is now getting a new upgraded phone because we kept the box. Keep your box for keep your boxes, stack them in within each other because they have like important information on the side, not just the barcode, but they have like the serial numbers and all that. And in case they need it, you have your box. Like keep your boxes for your cell phone, computers, tablets, because you never know. So that was a God sake grace because seriously, we were freaking out because like she was crying and Hope is not a crier. And how does her phone break down within 1 day of the expiration date of it being the manufacturer warranty? Like literally, I don't know what to say about that because I thought it was a bad day, but it turned out to be a weird blessing, you know? Like I was like, what? And we found this out at 9 o'clock at night and we both slept easier because we were stressed. Yes, we had to pay $100 for the claim, but yeah. So there was that. Juki used to be awesome for bag making. Now you only can piece quilting cotton and can never handle. Hey, did you get a deeper throat? Okay, throat plate. Okay, there's a throat plate that you can get that handles thicker material, and there's also feed dogs that you can install for heavier material. You just need to call the Juki manufacturer, and again, it takes you to Florida, and they can give you all the information on that. Because the issue with the QVP Mini is they give you a throw plate that's really skinny and it's meant for quilting, and then there is a thicker one for heavier materials. Yes, from the original box. Yes, correct. Keep those boxes. Keep those boxes. Good morning, Joanne. So, okay, I'm gonna finish my now cool coffee. Might throw some ice in it. Yeah, finish my coffee that Kindle made for me. Thank you, Kindle, if you're watching. And eat some fruit and then cut out the rest of this bag and then possibly go live to show you how I make the Louis. I like the Louis because it's small. The only issue I have is I have interfacing coming from FedEx, and every time I go live, the dogs will go off and so I'm like, watch the moment I go live, I'm gonna be like, hold on. You're gonna hear my chubby steps going up the stairs trying to soothe the puppies and get the interfacing. So I will talk to you guys later. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And tomorrow is sleep in Saturday. So I probably won't see you on Saturday, but I'll see you on Sunday. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Bye.